I saw it coming from miles away. I better speak up if I got something to say, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. You had your reasons, you had a few, but you know that I would go anywhere for you, 'cause it ain't over until she sings. I just need to get it off my chest, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. You should know that, baby, you're the best, yeah, more than you know, yeah, more than you know. I just your good intentions are sweet and pure. Yeah, crush a bit, little bit, roll it up, take a hit, feeling lit, feeling right. 2 a.m. summer night, I don't care, hand on the wheel, driving drunk, I'm doing my thing, rolling the mid beside and now, living my life, getting out drunk. A piece of your heart, a piece of your love, I'm pulling you up to get down, down, down. The way that we touch is never enough, turning you up to get down, down, down. I'm screaming out, fuck that. Put your hands up, put your hands up. Let's give it up.
Now this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me. I said this looks like a job for me, so everybody just follow me, 'cause we need a little controversy, 'cause it feels so empty without me.
And when the night falls, loneliness calls. Oh, I wanna dance with somebody. I wanna feel like it with somebody. Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody. With somebody who loves me.
Last night we let the liquor talk. I can't remember everything we said, but we said it all. You told me that you wish I was somebody you never met. But baby, baby, something's telling me this ain't over yet. No way it was our last night. No way it was our last
I
night.
wanna feel the need with
No
somebody.
way it was the last night.
Yeah, I wanna dance with somebody.
No way it was our last night.
That motherfucker back there is not real.
Your sky full of stars. It's all you.
With somebody who loves me. So I'll put my faith in something unknown. I'm living on the side of nothing, but I'm tired of hope with nothing to hold. I'm living on the side of nothing.
Yeah, bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think the time dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think the time dead.
And it's hard to love, and it's hard to love. And you're giving me such sweet
Better than anything and everything you have done. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think the time dead. Bitch, I said what I said. I'd rather be famous instead. I let all that get to my head. I don't care, I think the time dead.
Take it up. Slow, steady, undress, impress. Take it up. Slow,
You got a fast car, and I want a ticket to anywhere. Maybe we make a deal. Maybe together we can get somewhere. Any place is better. Starting from zero, got nothing to lose. Maybe we'll make something. Me, myself, I got nothing to prove. I ain't proud of all the punches that I've thrown in the name of someone I no longer know. For the shame of being young, drunk and alone. Traffic lights in the transmit radio. So I remember when we were driving in your car. Speed so fast, it felt like I was drunk. Got tired, drunk, got tired, drunk, got tired for you. Had a feeling that I belong. Got tired, drunk, got tired, drunk, got tired for you.
That I want you, I say it. I would want myself. Please, oh baby, I'll put you through hell. Just know me, yeah. So sure of yourself, baby, don't get greedy. That shit won't end well.
I can't explain. I got a feeling that I can't erase. Just a feeling that I won't leave behind, because it's something that it's on my mind. I guess it goes like na 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 na
I call this cappuccino.
Yeah, man, anyways, they'll miss the good old days. Someday, yeah, it hurts to say, but I want you to stay. Sometimes. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights. Turn on the lights.
Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday.
You're still the one I run to, the one that I belong to. You're still the one I want for life. Still the one.
Sunday, bloody Sunday. Sunday, bloody Sunday.
You're still the one I kiss goodnight.
Attention Walmart, this is Gail Lewis signing out.
I'm slipping into the lava, and I'm trying to keep from going under. Baby, hold on to push it harder, 'cause I'm burning up for you, baby.
Yeah, about to catch another fight. Have a bottle, make 'em wanna bite. I just wanna have a good night. I just wanna have a good night. Hold up, if you don't know, now you know. If you broke, then you gotta let him go. You could have anybody, any money, mo. Cause when you were boss, you could do what you want.
Well, I was sitting, waiting, wishing you believed in superstitions. Then maybe you'd see the signs. But Lord knows that this world is cruel, and I ain't the Lord. No, I'm just a fool, and I'm loving somebody don't make them love you.
Yeah, cause girls is players too. Yeah, cause girls is players too.
Must I always be waiting, waiting on you?
Yeah, cause girls is players too.
This sex so good, I shouldn't have to fuck for free. I go on and on, can't understand how I last so long. I must have the superpowers, last 223,000 hours, and it's cause I'm off of CC, and I'm off the Hennessy. And like your boy from Compton said, you know this dick ain't free. I got girls that I should've made pay for it, got girls that I should've made wait for it. I got girls that I cancel a flight back home, stay another day for it. You got attitude on nah, on agua, stomach on flat, on what's that?
When she was just a girl, she expected the world, but it flew away from her reach, so she ran away in her sleep. Young girl don't want that back calling me splurge. Ride me jump right off the curb. Bet this man fly like a bird. Spin on the first and the third. Solid, I'm keeping my word. Can't be my equal, I don't know what you heard. Crack up the phone, I swear. Keep me a stick if they purge. Pour me another drink, 'cause I don't wanna feel a thing no more, hell no. I just wanna sip it till the pain wears off. Don't wanna think about her, or wear a ring without her. Don't wanna hit the karaoke bar, can't sing without her. So make them drinks strong, 'cause brother, she's gone. And if I'm ever gonna move on, I'ma need some whiskey glasses, 'cause I don't wanna see the truth. She's probably making out on the couch right now with someone new. Yeah, I'ma need some whiskey glasses if I'm gonna make it through. I'ma be single, I'ma need a double shot of that heartbreak blues.
shoulder it goes in time. You begging me to stay till the sun rose. Strange words come on out of a grown man's mouth when his mind's broke.
And it's happened once again. I'll turn to a friend, someone that understands, sees through the master plan. But everybody's gone, and I've been here for too long to face this on my own. Well, I guess this is growing up.
Pictures in passing time, you only smile like that when you drink.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
I wish I didn't, but I do.
Well, I guess this is growing up.
Don't you open up that window. Don't you let out the antidote. Popping pills is all we know. Inhales is all we know.
Cause karma is my boyfriend, karma is a god, karma is the breeze in my hair on the weekend. Karma's a relaxing thought, aren't you envious that for you it's not? Sweet like honey, karma is a cat, purring in my lap cause it loves me. Flexing like a goddamn acrobat, me and karma vibe like that.
Don't go through the front door.
Cause karma is my boyfriend,
It's low key at the night show.
cause karma is my boyfriend,
So don't you open up that window.
cause karma is my boyfriend.
Don't you let out the antidote.
If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. Hit me. 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. If you having girl problems, I feel bad for you, son. I got 99 problems, but a bitch ain't one. I got the rap patrol on the cat patrol. Foes that want to make sure my cash is closed. Rap critics that save money, cash holes. I'm from the hood, stupid, what type of backs are those? If you grew up with holes in your zap for toes, you celebrate the minute you was having dope. I'm like, fuck critics, you can kiss my whole asshole. If you don't like the lyrics, you can press fast forward. Got beef with radio if I don't play their show. They don't play my hits, well, I don't give a shit. So, rap mags try to use my black ass, so advertise to give.
California, white magnolia in your hair, rays of gold shining on you. Ooh, if heaven is anywhere, it's never running out of golden road. Always having your hand to hold in a blue Tacoma, California.
Cause every time we touch, I get this feeling. And every time we kiss, I swear I can fly. Can't you feel my heartbeat fast? I want this to last. Need you by my side. Cause every time we touch, I feel the static. And every time we kiss, I reach for the sky. Can't you hear my heartbeat slow? I can't let you go. Want you in my life.
I don't like no whips and chains, and you can't tie me down. But you can whip your lovin' on me. That's right. Whip your lovin' on me. I don't like
A lot of
no whips and
entrepreneurs have
chains.
that fact that you truly just feel different. It's not to be disrespectful towards anyone else, but it honestly feels like you have more inside you than other people have. Like you have that weird gift, that weird potential that you could say, hey, I can do something better than that person can. I don't deserve and I shouldn't be working in that 9-to-5 jobs. I have so much inside that I want to get out. I just don't know how to get it out. And I remember sitting on my college campus bench and the bell rang and every kid was going from class to class, class to class. And there were thousands of kids going from all these different classes. And I sat there on the bench and I just watched them. I sat there and I watched every single student go from different building. And I just thought to myself, when do we learn anything different? If I'm learning the same thing as 15,000 other kids, that means I'm going to have the same result as 15,000 kids.
Makes sense.
And every single kid I know who graduated college complained about their job, wasn't happy with their salary, worked a 9-to-5, had to pay off debt. The only way to truly be successful in life is at some point for you to do something different, for you to stand outside the crowd, for you to say, hey, I don't give a fuck what someone else thinks about me, I'm going to go ahead and do it just because I want to do it.
Yeah, drinking dope, turn me to a superhero, yeah. Hit that pill, turn me to a superhero, yeah. Boom, my 90, turn me to a superhero, yeah. Metro, if your Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you. I'm on that dope again, I'm on that flow again, switch up the flow again, yeah. Fly in the parachute, gripping that pole again, I'm on that all again, yeah. Candy in the cup, gotta get paid, king in the streets, young mage, praying on the crowd, take it to the grave. Ain't having problems, I'm sipping the bar. Shout out to Dallas, my is a star. Get rich, ready to take you to war. Piss on your casket, shoot at your bra.
I'm losing it.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to TradeCaster TV. Bright and early right here, 9:07 Eastern Time. Coming live from New York City, the Big Apple, the city of brotherly love, the mile-high city, the windy city, the city of angels, New York, baby. Let's see what we got on this day. Let's talk about it all, because we're back on this Money Monday. Huge week. Jerome Powell speaking on Wednesday. Huge week. The S&P 500 starting to bounce back after getting a little bit of a crack on Friday. Huge week. A lot of profits coming on up here, traders. We have to see where this momentum is going to take us. We have to see where this action, where this volume, where the big rips and runs are really going to be going. So I want to bring everything on up to speed, get you guys all caught on up here, and make sure every single trader is all set, ready to rock and roll. If you guys have not received your morning newsletter yet, don't worry. It was just sent on out. It's going to be in your email in probably the next, minute or two, so that every single trader be all set, ready to rock and roll on this day. But let's talk about this day. Let's break this thing on down from start to finish to make sure every single person knows exactly how to be trading this morning. If you guys are watching over on TikTok, as always, double tap that screen right now. Drop a little bit of love in the comments. Show me how you're feeling. Rate yourself 1 to 10 on your looks. Let me know right now. Everyone over on YouTube, same exact thing, baby. Hit that thumbs on up. I appreciate you guys being here with me this morning. Hit me with the Dekmar trades. Ahoo! And over on TradeCaster, I love it. I love it, guys. TradeCaster.com killing it today. So, what do we have on this day? What are we going to be focusing on? What are we going to be looking at? It really comes on down, of course, to the S&P 500. Now, we got to backtrack a little bit. The S&P 500 over on Friday actually had a pretty solid red day, but most of this red day happened right before the start of the day. You can see this huge sell-off, but that happened right before the stock market opened, so we really weren't able to take advantage of it. Then guess what we saw? We saw a little bit of a drop before a nice spike on up, then we saw a fade back on down, and then we just kind of moved sideways throughout this entire period. I want to see continuation. I want to see momentum. Do you know what I'm very sick and tired of? I'm very sick and tired of seeing a big hard dump in pre-market and then we move sideways all day. I'm tired of seeing a huge crash and then us move sideways. I'm tired of us just moving sideways. I want to see big rips today. I want to see big runs today. I want to see opportunities for us to turn $5,000 into $10,000. I want to see opportunities for us to turn 50 grand into 100 grand. We want to be able to have movement. Unfortunately, you can never make a ton of money when stocks are in consolidation. When stocks are going like this, and we're just seeing up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, there's not much money to be made there. We need to see stocks do this. Big time spike or big time drop. I don't care. I don't care whatsoever. I'm a day trader. I don't care if the SPY goes straight up or if the SPY goes straight down. What I care about is that it has continuation and we can run with that momentum. So, what has been the big thing that we have been looking at day in and day out? One of the top things that we're focusing on is taking a look over on the S&P 500 and looking at the 13 EMA. Now, when we look at the 13 EMA area, traders, the 13 EMA is this green line. Remember, we don't even need to look at the 50-day or 200-day moving average at this time. We can really just get rid of this if we want to. So let's just get rid of the 50-day moving average on the daily chart. Let's get rid of the 200-day moving average on the daily chart. And the 13 EMA is one of the best ways to know, is something considered bullish or bearish at this time? And we know that bullishness, the 13 EMA is holding above this mark. But what is this arrow pointing at? This arrow is pointing out that on Friday, we actually cracked underneath the 13 EMA for the first time here. So I'm just going to grab a little screenshot of this and actually show you a little bit closer if you need a little bit extra help. So what we have here, this 13 EMA, everyone should add it on their daily charts. Whenever you are considered above the 13 EMA, you are going to be considered bullish. So the best way to do a long-term investment is to just say, hey, if you're above the 13 EMA, you don't have to worry about pullbacks. You don't have to worry about red days. You don't have to worry about trouble. As long as you stay above right here, this blue line, you are still considered on the bullish side. As long as you stay above this blue line right here, you are considered bullish. But as you guys can see, when you're underneath the blue line right here, you are considered bearish. So it gives me a great idea of what I should be doing. As long as we're right here, I should be doing put contracts. As long as we're right here, I should be doing call contracts. So you have an idea of, okay, we are always moving up when we're above that 13 EMA, and you could always see we're moving down when we're underneath that 13 EMA. And that just gives us a great idea of what we want to be doing looking for these trades. Now on Friday, we had a small little crack underneath that 13 EMA. But now this morning, we are having a nice gap up. Now this morning, you guys can see we are starting to bounce ourselves back on up. So what is the exact 13 EMA price right now? The exact 13 EMA price at this moment is 511.80. So technically speaking, chart-wise speaking, as long as we are above the price of 511.80, we are still considered bullish on this daily chart. Now, what else do we have at this moment? What else are we focusing on at this moment? What else are we seeing at this time? We're also seeing at this time here, and give me 1 second, I'm going to adjust the mic here over on TikTok. I see some of you guys having some issues. So give me 1 second, and let me see if I can just kind of flip this out real quick. Oh, wait. And actually try that. That might just be a little bit better for you guys. So it's a little bit more clean and crispy for every single trader. Might have was turned up a little bit too high before. So what we have here at this time, is we want to be taking a look over on the S&P 500. Now, the S&P 500, what is so important about this? What is so great about the SPY here is obviously we have been looking at this over on that 60-minute time frame. This 60-minute time frame has been so crucial to us. Now, I know it's a little bit difficult to take a look over on TikTok. Don't worry, I will drag it over and I will show you. But for the last few days straight, last few weeks straight, all we've been looking for is the SPY on the top, SPY on the top, SPY on the bottom. You can see how the SPY goes up to the top. You can see how SPY goes up to the bottom. The SPY gets near the top, and then the SPY started getting the crack right here. And as the SPY started getting a crack right here, this was the biggest thing that was, the biggest thing that stands out to me in 2024. Now, I made this even simpler. I made this even easier. And if you guys head on over to my Twitter, if you guys are on the morning newsletter, I posted this for every single trader to see, to make your life so simple and make your life so straightforward. All this comes on down to is you just need to look at this graph right here. This graph that is behind me, this graph that I'm showing you guys at this moment, I'm going to zoom this in so everyone can see it, this is basically all of 2024. 2024, we can exactly see where our call contracts have been, our put contracts have been, our put contracts have been, our call contracts, our put contracts, our call contracts, our call contracts, and now we're coming up to this area right here, right now. So you could see when we have, if you go to a 60-minute time frame and you take a look over on this entire game plan, you take a look at this entire chart, you can see exactly where all the top resistance lines were, and you can see exactly where all of our call contracts were. I'm going to make this a little bigger here for a second so everyone can get a kind of a little bit of a better view here. And I'll drag this over once again over on TikTok so you guys can be able to see it. But look how perfect this lines on up. And this is what we call a channel pattern. A channel pattern is just going to be two different areas, two different price points where we have our top resistance and our bottom support. And all we're doing is bouncing back and forth between them. But today we are right here. Now, why is this so big? Why is this so important? Why is this so huge for us? Because if we have top resistance, top resistance, top resistance, and then we have bottom support, bottom support, bottom support, bottom support, and then on Friday, we cracked. On Friday, we went underneath the channel. But the thing is, now we're bouncing right back on up. If you guys know anything about stock trading, one of the basic fundamentals is going to be old resistance turns into support. Okay, so I just want to go over to Google real quick. Just type in support and resistance. And if you type in a support and resistance, here's a picture that pops on up where it basically shows right here. It is showing that we have resistance, we fall on down. We have resistance, we fall on down. We break resistance, it turns into support. It turns into support. Resistance and support are going to flip-flop, just like it does right here. Take a look at support and resistance. We have resistance, we fall, resistance, we fall, we break a little bit, we crack. Notice now how this old support line is now not allowing the play to get back above it. That's the same idea that we think that could be happening going into today. If I'm taking a look over on the S&P 500 and I see bounce play here, 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 and then obviously we start moving ourselves on up, wouldn't this area now be our resistance area? Wouldn't this area right now be the area that we could easily start getting some sort of reversal on? Because we already know this channel. This channel has been absolutely perfect. So we are looking at today, our old support line could be holding up as a very strong resistance line. So let me read to you guys what I have on this game plan. I says S&P 500 game plan. We have talked about the market in about 60-minute time frame for a while now. What we see right here is the last 2 months, 2024. We can clearly see the uptrend that has been forming between strong support and strong resistance. So what is so big about today? Well, on Friday we did see the market crack, and now today is the day that we are testing the old support line, which should be holding up as resistance. Other than that, Jerome Powell does speak over on Friday. So if you guys want the same exact picture you guys see right here, I did drop it over on TradeCaster, which I'll do again, but also you guys can go over to my Twitter at Dekmar Trades and you guys will be able to see the same exact picture. You guys can also go over to my Instagram and you guys can be able to see that all as well. So most important is I want everyone getting dialed in here. Now, coming up later this week, we do have Jerome Powell speaking. Jerome Powell, traders, that is going to be very huge for us. Now, why? Well, Jerome Powell is going to be having a 2-day meeting starting on up tomorrow. Not today. Today, we should have some very good action. Today, I think we're going to get some good momentum. Today, I think we're going to get some good activity. Tomorrow, the market's going to be a little bit slower. The reason why the market's going to be a little bit slower is because the Federal Reserve is kicking off their 2-day meeting. When the Federal Reserve kicks off their meetings, we usually see slowness until the meeting ends. That means the meeting ends on Wednesday at 2 p.m. Eastern time. That's when Jerome Powell is going to be walking out, and there is a 99.9% chance that Jerome Powell is going to say, hey, we are not cutting rates. So let's play fast forward here for a second. What do you think could happen when on Wednesday at 2 o'clock? Jerome Powell is going to walk on out, and there's a 99% chance that we are not cutting interest rates because people are still spending, because the market is still at highs, and people are still buying right now. There is a chance that when he says that, the market starts turning and dropping, which a lot of us would expect. But there could be something that puts a little bit of a flaw into this. The flaw that we can have is that traders may say to themselves, well, what if he says something about the future? What if Jerome Powell walks on out and says, hey, we all know we're not cutting rates here, but next meeting is looking good. I could imagine on Wednesday the market spiking very hard just because of what he's putting in the minds for traders, for investors, for expectations on what's coming on up in June, right? I could imagine that where people get very excited, where people start saying, oh, in the May meeting or the June meeting, that's when we're going to start seeing interest rate cuts, and the market could possibly go up even higher from there. So the next probably dramatic move in the stock market is going to be Wednesday at 2 o'clock. So if you guys want to write that down right now, I think that would be gorgeous. Next big move over on the S&P 500. Wednesday, 2 o'clock, Jerome Powell speaking. Today, you guys already know the game plan. 60-minute time frame. 514 is the strong resistance line. There's a great chance that we hit 514 this morning. We start coming right back on down. If we can hold 514, it better hold 514, which means if it goes up to 514.10, 514.20, that doesn't just mean buy a bunch of calls. What that means is wait to see if it can hold, because there's a chance you run up to 514.30 and just come right back on down to 513.10. So please be aware that it's not going to be easy to break and hold 514. Now, let's talk about what else we have going on today, team. I made a little bit of a joke this morning. We do have NVDA, and if you guys didn't see, NVDA here, traders, is obviously one of the hottest and one of the best stocks in the stock market. But this morning, we had something dramatic happen. And what happened here, team? I typed out a very serious tweet for everyone. And I said, breaking news. Jim Cramer has just posted a picture with the CEO of NVDA. This means the stock should fall anywhere between 2 to 80% within the next few weeks. I'm very sorry for the calls. I would like to take a moment of silence for the end of an era. Thank you. So, what we have here, traders, just as a joke, as you guys know, usually whatever Jim Cramer says is going to go up usually ends up going on down. So him posting a picture with the CEO of NVDA, woo! Gotta be careful, guys. We're talking about a major implosion, okay? Gotta be careful on this. So what's really going on with NVDA? As you guys can see, extremely bullish on the 13 EMA. 13 EMA still looking extremely strong. And what pattern would you guys even see at this moment? I'm starting to say, hey guys, potential that we do have a little bit of like a monster bull flag pattern starting to set itself on up. I'm seeing a little bit of a squeeze, a little bit of a wedge here where this is getting tighter and tighter and tighter. And we might be able to see things start getting a little bit of that next leg on up. We have a lot of examples. I mean, I'm saying that doesn't this look pretty similar right here? If I'm taking a look over an NADL and I see a spike, and I see a squeeze, and I see a pop. That's definitely looking a lot like NVDA. Spike, squeeze, maybe in the next few days, maybe in the next week or so, we see a nice squeeze and pop. So I definitely like how we have this opportunity for this squeeze and pop, for this leg on up, for this rip. So that is definitely something I want every single trader to be aware of, that NVDA does have a little bit of this bull flag setup. And remember, bull flags, guys, absolutely beautiful. I mean, this is a picture of a bull flag. That's a picture of a bull flag, getting that nice setup. You can see here's a picture of a bull flag before that squeeze. What it really comes on down to is you need a wedge, and then a triangle, right? You get this wedge, you get this triangle. That is going to be what the idea of this pattern here, where we have this beautiful wedge pattern, and then we get this squeeze and we get this move on up. So we are going to still be watching NVDA here. Traders, what else is going on in the market? Well, how's crypto doing? We do have our, let's see, Bitcoin. Bitcoin dropping a little bit down towards around 68,000. Nothing too crazy, nothing too wild. Obviously, I mean, it's still pretty crazy. I mean, Bitcoin is most likely going to be coming all the way up towards about $100,000, I would say, in the near future. So I definitely want to make sure every single trader is aware that, Bitcoin, I feel like it's not getting a ton of hype. I feel like it's not getting a ton of attention right now, even though it's at record highs and it hit brand new record highs 2 weeks ago. It's like, it's not getting the same emotional kind of influence, but people are making money. I'm not a Bitcoin hater. I love crypto. I love Bitcoin. It's moving on up. If you're in on it, you're doing amazing and you're making a ton of money. So, hey, no hate whatsoever. Keep on crushing it and keep doing your thing here. Is there any other penny stocks that we want to be focused on at this moment? Well, we do have TPHS. TPHS currently up 236%. STI only up 76%. WLDS up 67%. Now, the one issue I have with this is that a lot of these penny stocks are legitimate penny plays. We're talking about TPHS is only 27 cents. We're talking about WLDS is only 77 cents. The number two, 40 cents, 34 cents, 58 cents, 26 cents. This scanner that I have set right now is anything between 25 cents all the way up to $25. I personally like trading plays, $2, $5, $10, $18. I'm not the biggest fan of playing stocks that are only 20 cents, to be honest. I like to see plays a little bit higher than that, just so I can actually get a little bit of a better, grounding behind it. Let's just double check though to see if any of these plays have any sort of hot news that can maybe lead towards a quick spike and rip and run right at the start. TPHS does not have any sort of news. The last press release was 2 weeks ago. STI right here. It's a very low float stock, only 3 million in float, and only the price of $3. This play does not have any sort of news over on STI. And WLDS, this play right here, when we take a look at this one does have news behind it. You can actually see WLDS talks about Devices XR Team's report. This came on out at 8:45 a.m. this morning, talking about how this new band could be the neutral bridge between Apple and Facebook, Apple and Meta, and their smart glass interaction. So they're basically saying, this band can be, not is, not will be, it could, right? So it's like, this is just, sometimes the penny stock news. It could be. It has the potential to. It means nothing, right? If you're saying, oh, WLDS, guys, WLDS has a band that's going to link Apple and Facebook together. Where does it say that? Oh, it says right here, it can be. Yeah, it can be. Guys, I could be the president of the United States. I could possibly hold my breath for 20 minutes. I could possibly become an astronaut and be the first one to walk on Mars. I could be. Can't tell me no, right? So it's like a lot of press releases, a lot of times, watch out for the words potentially. Watch out for the words could be. Watch out for the words maybe, might be, we look forward to. These are all things that are like not actual credible whatsoever at all, usually lead to drops all the way back on down. So make sure that you guys are all set, ready to go. I am very fired up and very excited to see what this future holds us. Also, team, as we come on down to the last few minutes here, please remember this Thursday, we are having a clearance sale. What's a clearance sale? Guys, we are cleaning out all of our older boot camps, our trade idea scanners, our trading journal, and giving away a free month of TradeCaster. So if you are a person who is saying, Dek, I want to learn how to trade, I just don't have a ton of funds, I don't have thousands and thousands of dollars, we are going to give away our boot camp, all the slides to the boot camp, our trade idea settings. We are giving away a free month of TradeCaster, a trading journal, and a whole bunch of cheat sheets. This is over $3,000. And we are knocking it on off over 75% and doing it for $4.99. The thing is, guys, we're only going to do that for the first 20 people, and that's it. Only 20 people are getting it, and then we're turning it off. So if you guys want to, this Thursday at 7 o'clock, we are going to be having a clearance sale, basically getting rid of all the old boot camp, getting rid of this, which is all amazing information, but we are going to be upgrading in 2024, and instead of having you pay $2,000 later on, we are basically saying, hey, clearance sale, giving you a free month of TradeCaster, trade idea settings, what you see on my screen. We are going to give away our PowerPoint slides. We're going to be giving away a trading journal. We're giving away all this stuff. So make sure Thursday at 7 o'clock, you guys are dialed in. Also, we're about to kick off this day right now, team. We got a minute until the market opens on up. I just want to say thank you for everyone who joined us over on TradeCaster TV. And if you want to watch me live, take on the market right now, head on over to TradeCaster.com. That's TradeCaster.com. Click the link in my bio. Click the link in the description. Join us on a it's absolutely free 7-day pass. You guys don't have to pay a single dollar. And we are about to start live trading this market. So come on over to TradeCaster. Let's get ready to crush it, and let's get ready to have ourselves a day. TradeCaster members that are here with me right now, I'm going to refresh the live stream. We're going to kick off this day. Get ready for a huge one ahead. TikTok and YouTube and Discord, I love you. Thank you so much, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Come on over to TradeCaster and let's have ourselves a day. I'll see you guys then. Thank you.